I believe Edith King has work for us.
Where's that apple-pated hick when I need him? Not you, sir.
Good day, madam.
Good day to you, Banisher. What can I do for you?
Has anything unusual happened in your life recently?
Thick skin is gone, the poor thing. I am sure we are in good hands with Kate.
Thank you for sharing so frankly, Miss Keane. But the reason I ask is... it's delicate. I think you're likely haunted.
No, that's just my twin brother. I can't get rid of him because we're family. Oh, wait, you're serious? Haunted? Who'd haunt the likes of me?
Where is your brother?
He went for a walk in the woods. Oh no. My brother, Daniel. My brother Daniel went for a walk in the woods.
So Daniel Keane went missing in the woods, and Edith here is only getting worried now.
What's new?
What do you have in mind?
Tell me more about thick-skinned Newsmith.
What for? She's gone, and that's that.
What can you tell me about Kate Newsmith?
She's done a fair job so far. Things can only get better, eh? Perhaps I shouldn't say this, but I'm glad Thick Skin is gone. If I'd had the first inkling of what that woman was capable of, why, I'd never have followed her.
Things have changed. How's the camp doing these days?
The camp does better, thanks to you. I mean, the Lord only knows what the future holds. But with one terrible monster the fewer in it, it surely looks much brighter.
How long has your brother been missing? And where might he be?
You worry me, sir. With the beast gone, Daniel dared to walk the woods. I did not. Who knows what still lurks out there? I swear at times I hear voices rippling in the trees. Please, would you find him?
Better late than never, I guess.
I'll look into it. First, I'll need to have a look around here.
Please do.
I must go.
Find my brother. Please.
It's rotten. Can't be saved.
And without food, nor can we.
A meagre crop, but at least it's growing.
Aye. It'll grow until it rots.
Voices from the dead. These tools have seen some service.
The Keanes aren't lazy.
Look, a chest.
Well, open it, Job and all.
Is it a map? Could it be a treasure map?
Let me see. Give it here.
So, a treasure map.
She knew but didn't tell us. That's suspicious.
Well, what have you heard?
So, you found a map?
A map, sir?
Yes. In the chest you dug up with your brother. That map.
How do you know that?
Banisher. Knowing things is part of the job.
This is improper. Even indecent. It was just a stupid old map. I told Daniel to leave it be.
Where did it lead?
I don't remember. There was something about the bridge on the Boston Road. I paid it no mind.
The bridge is down. How did he cross it?
I must go.
I will wait for you here.
The bridge on the Boston Road.
There'll be a waterfall somewhere not far away.
Who's next? Stay down. Stay put.
Watch out! Spectre possession.
They brought more friends. Away with you! The bridge is down. You can't have crossed.
There. A path leads downwards.
Get back up!
Stop that spectre before it possesses the corpse.
A wee Highland kiss for you.
They're feeding off their own rage.
Not today. Looking into the mines.
Only one way to find out.
This place has been ransacked.
Our Mr. Keen, no doubt. When Daniel goes treasure hunting, he is thorough indeed. I know.
A key might be useful. Someone recently raided these chests.
Looks like Daniel leaves no stone unturned.
Traps. Deliberately sprung.
That was clever of him.
Greed makes for poor choices. I had a friend, Jenks we called him, good man. Took a job collecting dues for an insurance company.
A postman for the blackmail, as it were.
Aye, but Jenks stole the money.
I suspect Jenks' story does not quite end there.
Stabbed in the back and dumped in an alley. Still, he died rich.
Oh, I am back.
Something's nearby.
Where is it? Footprints. Too deep to miss.
They're a little old, but I'm guessing Daniel Keane. Did you feel that?
It's close.
Something's here.
Hidden. Picked and culled. Watch out! Spectre possession.
God, you're tougher than a gadfly. Get back up.
hope it's worth the trip.
Die, you bastard!
Someone's left us a fire camp to use. According to our map, the treasure can't be far. I love doing that.
Bastard.
Right, wait, first then.
Devil take you.
treasure has to be near.
If the map is correct, the treasure must be hidden nearby. The treasure is here somewhere.
Enough!
Shall we?
This is cursed, no doubt.
I command you to leave now.
He went down there. Here, I found something.
Not today.
There's a tough one.
The wolves didn't leave much of him.
He wanted the treasure so badly it killed him.
Why set out alone? He knew the woods were dangerous.
Let's find his tie and ask him.
Here's the map.
Dare not touch what's mine! Who are you?
Antea Duarte. This is my partner.
I'm Red McCraith, Daniel. We've met.
My sister sent a banisher. Of course. Tell that harpy the treasure is mine.
Why blame your sister? What does she have to do with this?
This is all her doing. In her envy, she coveted the treasure. I saw it in her eyes. I knew not when the double cross was coming, but I knew it was on its way. So I retaliated first. I crossed her, and the treasure is mine. The treasure is mine.
Why would you not share it?
I was fair willing to share, but she would not listen to reason. She wanted to use the money to leave. She was wrong. This is where we should be. This is the future. The beast is dead, and the curse is lifted. Life here gets better and will get better yet. We can make our fortunes here.
You decided to claim the treasure and force the issue.
If I held the money, she'd have no choice but to see sense. But no, I'm dead, and her envy has left her poorer than ever.
Did you dig all these holes?
Aye, I did. And I'd have dug and dug till I'd found the treasure. Wolves came, and I fought them off. Some was theirs, and most was mine. But those soaked in blood, I kept digging. The cold came, and I kept digging. Exhaustion came, and I kept digging. And then, cold and weary to my bones, the blood pooling in my boots, I could dig no more. I closed my eyes.
You dug your own grave. Why would you do that?
You ever been poor? Have you broken your back in the fields only to starve when the crop fails? I have, and did not like it. Why should I not eat fine food and wear fine clothes and pay other men to do my work? Why not I? I died for a life worth living, and I'd do it again if it meant my sister Edith would never have the treasure.
Your sister was worried and asked Red to find you.
That snake? Ha! Don't let her fool you. She slips and slides and hides her sin. She has a talent for it.
What sin does she hide?
Envy. She covets. As a child, she'd steal. A dolly from a cradle, an apple from a bowl, a cake from off the sill. What she wants, she takes. What she can't, she breaks. But she always dodges the blame. In our mother's belly, someone kicked and I were born bruised purple. But Edith smiled and laughed, and no one thought to wonder was she bad.
Do you not get along then?
Not now, not then. If she had listened, I would not have died.
Was it she who sent you out into the woods?
As good as, or I'm not Daniel Keene. And now I'm dead, and she is not. And she must think that she has won.
Time we went.
Don't listen to Edith. She lies with every breath.
Stubborn, isn't he?
Greedy too. If he can't have it, no one can.
We need a wee chat with the sister.
No, this isn't good. This could be a good spot to cross. They never learn to do that.
Try this on for size. Right. Which way to camp?
We'll find it.
Banisher, do not be fooled, for the woman is a snake.
Well, what have you heard?
I found him.
Oh my. Where is he?
Tell her straight.
We found his body.
No. No. It can't be.
I don't think she knew.
Oh, God. Poor Daniel. How did it happen?
He was attacked by wolves. I need to know exactly what happened between you two.
Nothing. We did argue at times, but siblings argue, don't they?
Aye. It doesn't normally lead to killing unless there's a lot of money involved. What did you argue about?
What didn't we argue about? That foolish, obstinate man.
Daniel's ghost haunts you now.
Me? How am I to blame?
That's interesting. I didn't say you were to blame.
I mean, why haunt me if he does not blame me?
Well, there are other reasons for a haunting. But his is all about the treasure. He won't let you have it.
I should have bloody known.
I need to go in your house and look through his things. Do you mind?
Since when did what I mind matter a moment around here? Do what you must.
Look at you, playing the role of the worried sister.
They came prepared. Not prepared enough, it seems.
I sense an echo somewhere nearby. Here and now, I lift the curtain.
It's perfect. He'll never tell the difference. You won't cross me, dear brother. Not me.
She knew he'd steal the map, so she made a fake.
He died because she tricked him. I wonder what she'll say when we tell her.
Between digging up gold and digging up worms, I know which I'd choose.
Neither seems to have made them rich.
Well, you've looked through our things, such as they are, and I'll warrant you've learned nothing.
Well, I do have more questions. You're very helpful, friendly and amenable. Is it an act?
I don't understand. Why would you ask such a thing?
I know about your forged map. I know you know why Daniel is missing.
How to... Banisher thing, huh? That old fool's greed got him killed, not me.
Truly does she love him so?
Don't you feel at least a little guilty?
No, not a little, not in the least, not at all.
I said I'd help you. I keep my word. I'm afraid you must face your brother one last time. Daniel, it's time. Your sister's here. Show yourself.
You'll not have it, you hear me? The treasure is mine.
I see you, Dan. I see your ghost. And you're still mean. The Banisher will see to you.
You fool no one, you gold-grubbing harpy!
Oh, not even death could give you manners.
Enough! Both of you. I'll have the truth now, if you please. And then I shall decide. I saw your map, Daniel. You were hunting treasure.
There's gold out there, and I would stake my claim. This country would have made us rich.
Fool. There's nothing here but sticks and stones and mud and rot.
At least I was trying to get us out of it, instead of running away and abandoning everything like a coward, like him.
Don't you dare say one more word. I'm not like our father.
I saw your letter, Edith. You plan to return to Yorkshire.
Look around you. This country is cursed. It'll never come to nothing. Life were hard in Yorkshire too, but it were home. And the land there is not cursed.
You don't want to go home. You don't want to go back to our old life. You want to go back and buy a large holding and be important.
Edith, you faked a map and fooled your brother. This is how that ended.
You did what?
I had no choice. I couldn't trust you. And I were right.
You'll not have the treasure, you snake!
Nor will you now that you're dead. You'll not squander it on cursed land like a rustic fool. We'd have been better off in England. You know it, but you would not listen.
That choice was not yours to make!
Driven by greed, you went after the treasure alone. You double-crossed your sister.
Bastard!
Snake!
Black-hearted blackguard!
Say that again, you ramp!
Quiet, the both of you.
This family has two black sheep and they're both utter pains in the arse.
The truth is told. Decision time. Daniel Keane, your presence is harmful and cannot be ignored. Not only do you weaken Edith, but you also ruin her crops. You're a threat, not just to your sister, but to the camp as a whole.
Daniel Keane, time to go.
Shall I at last go home?
If it makes you feel better, then sure.
Life to the living, death to the dead.
He got all that he deserved.
Beat it!
Symbols. The hut may be near. I sense magic. Could Seeker be here?
Piss off!
Faded with age. Hard to know what it was for. I'm as blind as a bat here.
Not if you look through my eyes. can't be a coincidence. Could Grace be Seeker? Dusty. Seeker hasn't been here for a long time.
Anyone home? Deborah knew about this place.
Focus on the matter at hand, Red.
I am.
More demonology. Unusual for a witch. These two schools of magic don't usually see eye to eye. Perhaps Lammy could help us with the spell.
Fine wardrobe. A youngster.
They're rags.
And they won't help us find her. Aye. Quite the fall from grace.
That's not funny, and neither is this.
Aye. Fair enough.
Seeker drew this. Now we know. She's in the mountains. There's a ritual of dissimulation, and we need the catalyst. Same circle as the one on the entrance. The circle powers the door, but I don't know the symbol. I don't know it, but I think Lammy might. We did well to come here. Now we know where she's hiding. Soon we'll be able to use the pond. All we need is the key to the dissimulation spell, and Lammy Haskell will help us with that.
Aye, sure.
Whatever it is, out with it.
Now what I say is worth listening to.
Only when it doesn't slow us down.
You're in an awful hurry. It's as if you can't wait to leave.
It's not like that. It's complicated.
Aye, all right. I believe you.
No governor, no meeting house. And it seems, no faith.
What can I do for you?
We found a page ripped from a book. Here, do you recognize it?
Let me see. Is this from the Trismegistus riddles? Yes, it seems to be. Why would you bring me one mildewed page from an amusing but harmless little book?
Why would you fail to disclose that you'd given another ritual to another friend?
It was a long time ago. I said after Caleb I'd distribute no more rituals, and that's what I've done. Not done.
We know. But we're looking for Grace Pennington now, and we were hoping you'd help us find her.
Who?
Really, boy?
Oh, I'm sorry, Mistress Antea. You said Grace's name, and it is my reflex to protect her.
When was the last time you saw Grace Pennington?
It had to be a few days after I brought her the cloaking ritual. When I returned to visit, the hut had disappeared. Which makes sense now that I think of it.
That's it? You never again tried to find your best friend, your only friend.
Well, you see, some weeks later, the first whispers of witchcraft started to fly about town. I kept my head down, and Grace was better off out of it. I was right. And I'm glad she escaped. Strange to think of her again after so long.
Ever heard of someone named Seeker?
Seeker? No. Sounds like a title, like my true pursuer. This Seeker. Is she Grace? Is she alive? Do you know where she is?
We think she's Grace. We hope she's still alive. We're trying to find her.
We think she's hidden herself away behind your dissimulation spell.
Then you'll need to unravel it. Shouldn't be too difficult once you're armed with the salient facts.
How does the ritual work?
It creates illusions so effective that they deceive even the keenest eye. There are more effective cloaking spells, but the Trismegistus riddles do have a simple elegance.
The short version, please, ending with how we break it.
Yes, of course. To achieve that, all you need is the caster's full name and the symbol used to make fast the illusion.
Grace Pennington and a triangle pointing downwards.
Well then, now all you need is a simple counterspell from the same book and... Oh my.
What now?
I'm afraid I left my copy in the Araloo. In the void.
That's just great. Just great.
Yes, but in my defense, once you've retrieved the book, dispelling Grace's illusion will be like a walk in the park. Comparatively speaking.
Thank you for your help.
Could you tell Grace that I'm still her friend? I'd be glad to see her again.
Once we found her, we'll be glad to tell her. Go on then. Talk to me. Don't hold back.
I haunt you as a ghost, and you act as though that's normal. I'm dead, and I'm not all right. I'm not all right at all, but you pretend not to see it. That makes me angry. And it makes me sad.
I never wanted that.
I know, but it still felt that way.
Look, I couldn't talk about it.
Couldn't talk about what?
You accused me of pretending not to see that you're dead.
That's how I feel, Red. You have to accept it.
I couldn't face your death. I admit that. I rely on you. Your presence reassures me. I dread your absence. I can barely bring myself to think about it. I don't wish to deny your pain. I've just tried to deal with mine.
Wow. That's... I hadn't thought of it that way. Thank you for your honesty.
There's more of.
Oh, I am back.
Our book isn't here.
Our book might be up there.
I might need some help.
I might be able to give it.
Well, this looks like Lammy's stuff. Only more scattered.
Even with the void shifting, the book should be around here somewhere.
Got it. That seemed a little too easy.
We have the symbol we need. Let's go back to the mountain and find her hiding place.
Did you hear that?
First things first, Red. Did we miss a few? Think you could take on a ghost?
Enough with the damn clothes!
It's stronger now. Brace yourself. This is it. Seeker is behind this wall. Let the veil of unknowing be lifted. Let us see through the eyes of Grace Pennington.
Ceridian?
You're surprisingly slow, even for a Banisher. You're late. Or early.
At last we find you.
Missed me that much, did you? You could have hurried. You always think you have more time, and suddenly you don't.
It wasn't in vain. We have come far and learned much.
I hope so. But don't think you have it all figured out. You're still Banishers, after all.
We are indeed, Grace.
So, you know.
When I asked if you'd known Deborah Comenius, you denied it. Why?
Seeker never met Deborah. Grace did. I am no longer Grace, and I don't like to speak for her. Deborah was Grace's teacher. She encouraged her to be herself, to become who I am now. They did not know one another, but without Deborah, I'd have never met Ceridian. And with Ceridian, my entire life changed. Deborah suffered terribly, and the fate she met was exactly the fate I fled. I accept it now. I accept it all. Ceridian has left a hollow, and I am called to fill it. I accept. I am ready for my role in this world. Are you ready for yours?
You learned magic by yourself.
Not really. Not at all. First, Lammy Haskell's forbidden books told me that magic was real. They say you must look out for the quiet kids. And that was me and Lammy. Reading those books opened my eyes to worlds of wonder. But I did not learn witchcraft until Ceridian found me. Lammy showed me the view from the prison window, but my mistress walked me right out the door.
Lammy was relieved to hear you're well.
He talked about paying you a visit.
When I was exiled, he was the only one who'd help. Sweet boy. But now is not the time for visitors. Later, perhaps. Later, when you have lifted the curse.
The boy will be disappointed. He has a thing for witchery.
We looked for you everywhere. Why did you leave the Maya Marshes?
I needed time, silence, my own space.
Hidden away behind Lammy Haskell's dissimulation spell.
Ah, you know about that. It held a full 7 years. Isn't that impressive? This is the place where I embrace solitude. This is where I made it a strength.
Did Ceridian find you here?
Not physically. I dreamed of her. I dreamed of the Maya Marshes. So, I went there. And I found the island.
Quite the thing. Meet your dream in person.
I suppose so. At the time, I was more focused on the fun I'd had getting to the island.
Also,
Our first dance. I admit I ran away. But we have danced many times since then. Old Mosshead, Ceridian and me.
the time has come for us to go back to New Eden and face the nightmare.
Yes. Balance must be restored. You must face your fate and end the curse.
Ceridian said the only way back was through the void. But the pond seemed broken. We need your help.
Of course you do.
We're listening.
Remember Ceridian's words. If you were to defeat the nightmare, your hearts must be open to each other. No barriers. Your bond must be strong.
We've never been stronger.
This void breach is not like the others. This one leaks. This one sits at the rotten core of the entire region. You must leave whatever still burns in your hearts at the threshold. If you don't, the void will kill you.
Do you know where in New Eden Town the void shall lead us?
The trick is to focus on your happiest memories and let them take you there. At least that's how it's always worked for me.
We'll try.
And when at last you succeed, I too shall return to New Eden Town. I shall see you there.
And with that, we'll take our leave.
Bring peace to this troubled land and your troubled hearts, my friends. I know it's not easy to hear, especially when it's me saying it.
On the contrary.
Thank you, Seeker. We'll do our best.
I like your new place a lot better than the old one.
I was a different person then.
This will be useful. What's that?
That is not your concern,
They've seen better days.
as have we all.
She's the custodian now. May she have all the wisdom of her mentor, and more.
I wish I'd have the wisdom of mine.
You're not as stupid as you sound. You'll be fine.
into the breach we go.
Wait. This is it, isn't it?
This is it.
You always think you have more time, and suddenly, you don't.
Do you have regrets?
If there's one thing I've learned while working as a Banisher, and working with you, it's that people look through the world through whatever lens they believe is the right one. And that leaves no room for regrets. We all make mistakes. We all work with what we have. So no regrets. My lens today is not the same as my lens back then. I've made peace with my own life.
Are you saying people can change?
Don't get ahead of yourself. I had a good life. We had a good life.
I'm gonna miss you so very much.
There's much to do between here and goodbye. Let's go do it. Thank you for standing by my side through it all, for everything. Into the fray, then.
Always. What is it?
Baggage I may need to finally face. Let's press on.